Hello!
It's fans!
It's the agents of Sigmar.
And that's very weird doing it over Skype.
Yes, we're on Skype. We're on Skype. This is weird. I don't know if this is working, but who knows?
Hello, everybody. Yes, we're here. We got quite a lot of good feedback on our previous Talking Heads, so we're attempting to do it again. And rather than have to actually look at each other, we're going to do it over the internet on Skype. So do let us know what you think. Pete is just a disembodied symbol on my screen. Probably how he likes it. Today, we thought we would talk about the sheer volume of Games Workshop releases and ask the question, can you have too much of a good thing?
Now, Nightvault came out, a week ago?
Not even a week ago as we speak, I don't think.
Yes, so it's not even been out a week, and they've already announced the next two warbands, the Tzeentch warband and the Grots. And the Tzeentch warband, they're both up for pre-order this coming weekend, so 1 week later, and we've got two more warbands on the horizon.
And not only that, we've also got the re-packaging of two old warbands from the original core set with new cards in them.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking at roughly in the region of 120 plus however many new cards that there's going to be in the Reavers and Champions.
Veterans. Yes, I think they said there's 62 cards in that set.
Oh, okay. So and
so another 180 odd cards, I think.
Yeah, and the good thing is those cards will also be available without the miniatures, which is a good thing. But I mean, the Games Workshop are absolutely relentless at the moment with not just the Warhammer Underworlds thread. There's just everywhere you look, there's amazing stuff coming out.
There's just so much stuff going out. I can't take it.
We literally can't.
Literally can't take it all. I've just not got the money. My bank account won't take it.
Yeah, we're trying to produce content for as much as we can, and every time we think, we're nearly on top of it now, there's something else comes out. I mean, we had a bit of a summer off, but then we were all ready for Nightvault, and we thought we were going to manage. We had all our plans for the new, fighting the new battles with the new warbands against the old warband, and suddenly there are two more warbands. I mean, the painting is so far behind. We're actually asking people to paint them for us, and we just can't keep up.
Yes, so if anybody out there does paint for a living and does want to let us know if you want your figures on our channel and we can plug your company at the same time, then do get in touch with us and we can try and work something out. We're obviously not asking for free, of course. No,
that would be awesome if we could do something. That'd be great. But going back to Games Workshop, is it too much? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like I can kind of see why they've done it. I feel like Nightvault's the new kind of version of Warhammer Underworlds. It's introduced spells, and they want to shake up the meta and make sure that spells get a foothold in the meta, so that you haven't got people still using the old Spike Claw Swarm,
Purple Guard and Regal's Fiends and all that
aggro Skaven meta. Keep it going. They want to bring in new spells, new cards, and get everybody talking about Nightvault rather than Shadespire. That's why I feel. So I can kind of see why they've done it. But if I was just trying to get into the game, and I kind of thought, there's all these warbands that I haven't got yet, but I'll start with the Nightvault box, and then suddenly there's two more. I'm now looking at just an absolute massive volume of plastic and cards that I don't own, and where do I go? So
and there's something like 60 quid's worth of stuff's going to be coming out this next weekend after you've already spent 40 quid on the game initially, not including any kind of dice or card sleeves or anything like that.
No, exactly. And we were talking this a little bit with our patrons on Patreon, and one of them said, Going is really strong in our community, and this is great, all these extra releases, which I think it is great. But I do wonder if you were a casual gamer, would you be put off? And how long can GW sustain this level of kind of output? Because it is relentless. I mean, look, we've got Kill Team came out. Did it come out at the beginning of the summer?
Yeah.
But not only has Kill Team, there's been hundreds of warbands, loads of hundreds is exaggeration, but there's been lots of boxes, lots of warband boxes. And they're not called warbands in Kill Team, are they? But lots of
Kill Teams. Clues in the name.
Oh yes, lots of Kill Teams and scenery with them. And then there was the big I can't remember what that was called. It went past me so quickly. But the new big kind of Rogue Trader.
Yep, Rogue Trader, that came out for Kill Team as well, and that appeared out of nowhere, and it was there, and suddenly it was gone again after a couple of Warhammer community posts about it all, and that came and went.
There's loads of stuff. Listen, we're in October now, and there's going to be Speed Freaks coming out, And if you play collectible card games, Warhammer Champions has just come out. There's something else to keep up with. And I'm chugging away.
Blood Bowl. There was the Rotters for Blood Bowl. There's also the other Kill Team Leaders pack, I think, thing that they've advertised coming out as well.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, it wasn't that long ago that Soul Wars came out and all the stuff, Age of Sigmar.
And Adeptus Titanicus as well. They're still releasing stuff for that time after time after time.
Well, I was amazed, actually. I went to Tabletop Gaming Live this weekend, and one of the stalls had a load of Titanicus stuff. I hadn't realised how much stuff had come out and how awesome it was.
Loads. Yeah, I think even if we, as we're trying to do right now, just concentrate on Nightvault, we're still going to struggle to keep up with what they're doing, let alone anything else that they're throwing out.
Which, I mean, it does mean that they're in rude health as a company, I guess. They're obviously got lots of channels and they're pushing all of them.
Their profits are up. They've got lots of other things going on. Their social media interaction is flawless right now. They're bringing back old comic strips like Turn Signals on a Land Raider. They're doing just loads of awesome stuff.
There's some great videos coming out, entertaining videos. And, you know, I wonder how many strands is it possible for people to follow. I think it's almost only, I reckon, 2 at the most. And probably even that would be trouble if those strands were 40k and Age of Sigmar, you'd probably struggle with that too.
Well, you would literally only be able to collect one army in each, wouldn't you? There are some people out there, and I've seen some of you painting and posting stuff online, and frankly, some of you amaze me how much you can get done in what seems like so little time. But I suspect you possibly have more free time than Robin and I do, as we have children and families and jobs and daily chores and all the rest of it that we have to do.
Woe is us.
It is. Yeah, we are hard done by. One day we'll win the lottery and we'll do this full time. But even then, even if I wasn't doing this channel, I don't think I'd have that much spare time of an evening, because I do a lot of the editing for these videos on the train. Yeah. And I mean, we do have our weekly get together where we do have a couple of games, and that would just replace with painting time and me playing other people instead. So, you know, I get one evening a week. I can't complain about that, but you can't get a lot done in one evening a week.
No, indeed. So we're drifting off slightly into our own, sad personal lives. But I suppose I'll come back to the question: is can you have too much of a good thing? I mean, is Games Workshop's schedule almost too relentless now? I'm not sure it is. I think you've just got to pick what you want to play. But part of me does feel a little bit like, well, why don't they just slow down? They've got so much good stuff, and everybody kind of gets very excited for every pre-order every week. Maybe if they just slow down to like every 2 weeks, or, you know, halved it each week, they could slow everything down. And I don't think anybody would be less happy. But I wonder what our listeners think.
That's not true. There's always going to be someone who's not happy. Now, I would say one thing that I have noticed, that I am glad that for Shadespire and Nightvault now, that they've kept the release schedule up a bit faster than they have done for Necromunda. That's another game that came out earlier in the year, and we sort of looked at, and we thought that looks really nice, quite like the look of that, and have not been able to touch since. But since that's come out, they've only released, I think, about 4 gangs for it, and every gang has come with its own rule book, which has a load of extra stuff in, which isn't just gang specific. It has stuff in there that all gangs can use, which means people who want to collect all of the Necromunda stuff are going to have to buy about 4 or 5 books as well as the box before they have all the rules. And they've done a similar kind of thing with Blood Bowl, in that they keep releasing like almanacs and other things. So it means that, again, for Blood Bowl, you're going to have to buy 3 or 4 different sources to be able to get all of your Blood Bowl information in one place. So the one plus side of Shadespire and Nightvault is that it's much more compact, and you have to buy a lot less stuff.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But that is one of the things that attracted us to Warhammer Underworlds in the first place, wasn't it? That it is compact. But it is interesting. Necromunda and Blood Bowl are 2 more strands that we hadn't really considered, and Lord of the Rings, of course.
Yes, you can't forget Lord of the Rings.
And the release schedule is relentless, and I just wonder whether maybe people might, we might dip into Necromunda if we weren't busy trying to keep up with everything else. I'd love to dip into the Lord of the Rings, but I really, really cannot commit to another strand.
Yes, I mean, we'd love to get Kill Team back on the table again as well, because we played a few games of that and really enjoyed the compact nature of that one. But again, it's another thing to try and find space for it in amongst the Shadespire.
Exactly. And we're not even allowed to call it Shadespire anymore. We have to call it Nightvault.
Yes, Nightvault, yes, even amongst all the Nightvault.
Anyway, so that's it. So what do you think? Are you keeping up? Are you going under What's your favourite strand? And do you wish there was more of it, or do you want there to be slightly less of it so you can keep up? Or what do you guys think? Let us know.
Are you at risk of being buried under a mountain of grey plastic like I am, or do you have everything assembled and painted and on the shelf?
I think, to be fair, most of us are under that risk anyway, even without the relentless schedule. There's always
That's true.
Yes.
And on one of the plus sides, it comes in lots of different colours now, so at least you'll have a pretty mound that'll bury your body.
That's true. It's not just grey plastic. It could be green plastic or gold plastic or red plastic.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely right. And on that note, I think it's probably time to sign off, don't you, Pete?
Yes, I do. So do let us know in the comments below what you think of our little chat. Let us know what you think about the format. Let us know if you'd like to hear more of this, less of this. And as Robin says, what do you think about GW's relentless release schedule?
If it means more funny videos, I'm all for it. That's what I'm going to say.
Yep, same here.
Okay. All right. Until next time, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye!